Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to do a little tutorial using a couple of um, dies that I received in my guest design team package from Scrap Diva Designs. I'm gonna share with you one of these. I used one of these candy canes from this set. It's the candy cane memdex. And then I'm also using this little word dies. There's naughty and nice. So it doesn't have the word and or, it's just the word nice and the word naughty. And I still have them stuck together because they're small. I kind of, whenever I can, I try to leave dies together. Unless I, go to cut something out that I don't want both. And anyway, I'll mostly just leave them together. So anyway, that's the two dies I'm going to show you right here with this technique that I'm going to show you. And we'll, of course, link them down below where you can find them on Erica's site. And yeah, so let me get started. So I'm going to die cut, a swap that requires some die cuts. And seems like a lot of the swaps that I'm in include die cuts. And so I thought I'd show you using these word dies from Erica's shop, the naughty and the nice, how you can, instead of just a plain die cut, out of, just like cardstock, you can make them a little bit fancier and a little bit sturdier. So let me show you. So I have cut these two words out. So I got nice and I've got naughty. They kind of blend into the paper right now, but you want to have something down your surface to work on. So I just take a piece of copy paper and I just lay it down. So they're both kind of blending in. So let me show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take my VersaFine or Versamark embossing powder. Mine's very used and kind of dirty, but it won't affect it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my word, and I have cut this out just twice. I cut it out twice out of white cardstock. Okay, I don't even think it was 110 pound. It might have been, but I'm not positive. So it's fairly sturdy already, but yeah, it'll be even better when I get done. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to emboss this up with a clear embossing pad. Okay, so first off, that's what I'm going to do. Just going to take this, and you can just stick it in there like that, push it down, just so it's all coated with the embossing powder. Okay, and I'm going to use this pink Prisma. This is from a Hero Arts card kit that I used to receive. So I'm going to coat it with some of the stuff, and then I'm going to get my little tweezers, pick it up, and I'm just going to kind of tap it off. Okay, and I'm going to scoot this over a little bit so I don't heat all this up, but let's heat this up with the heat tool. So it's going to be loud for a second. I guess I could have turned it off and and then just pause the video, but I don't know. If you're like me, I love to see when this turns, when the embossing powder turns. Okay, so it looks like I've got it all turned. Okay, so I'm going to set that down. Okay, now I'm going to take my pad, as soon as make sure it's dry, and yeah, so it's all dry. I'm going to take my embossing pad, and I'm going to emboss it up again. Okay, and then I'm going to, you can either pour it on or dip it in, whatever you want to do. Since I still have this and I didn't pour it in yet, usually I pour it in each time. I'm going to coat it again with the powder. Okay, clip on a little edge with my tweezers to hold it with so I don't burn my hands. And I'm gonna heat this up again. You guys can see that on camera, but I love how watching it turn to all melted. And look at that, look how pretty. So it comes out, so you got your other color, even though you started off with the white, okay? So not only is it another color, but it's way sturdier, and look how dimensional and everything that it looks. I don't know if I can showing it good in the light or not. It's kind of early. I don't have a ton of sun on this window yet, so anyway, look how pretty that looks. So that's just 2 layers. You can do it a couple times. If you do too much, it'll start to kind of, you know, run and not really run, but you know, it'll get too thick to where you won't be able to see the words as well. I mean, you know, the definition. So I usually do it 2, maybe 3 times. Just depends on how thick my stuff is and how well, you know, the coverage is the first time. So there is that one out of that pretty pink. Okay, I'm going to pour this back in. Some of it always sticks to the thing, and that's okay. Okay, then next I'm going to use, to show you another color, so I'm going to do the the nice. So that was the nice. Here I'm going to do the nice. And just going to press it down in there to coat it. Okay, and this time I'm going to use some gold. This one is from Zing, and it's just called Gold. And you guys know there's tons of embossing powders out there. So just, you know, find some you like, and you can usually find them on sale. They're not usually too expensive. And this embossing pad that I've had forever. I mean, I probably got this 10 years ago, and it's still good. So make sure you just keep them covered up, you know, when you're not using it. As soon as you're done stamping, I always cover it back up so it's not, you know, just sitting there drying out. But okay, I'm just gonna leave that one right there if I can. Just keep my heat tool on it. I want to see. Oh, look how pretty that is looking. Turning. Look at that. Look how pretty. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that beautiful look that you get with that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that shine. And it looks like, this looks like a thicker to me. I mean, look at that. I hope this is coming out good in this. I'm a little bit lower light right now at this time of day. Look how pretty that is. And it feels so dimensional. And that's just one coat. I'm going to do it another coat. So I'm going to stick that in there again. Just press it down a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to just kind of rub it in there a little bit more. Again. And kind of tap it off. Get my heat tool again. And look how beautiful. So isn't that pretty? So now I've turned that just plain white into a gorgeous, oh, I didn't let that one dry enough. Let me do this again. Let me heat this up again. I'm not going to pick it up this time because I kind of smudged it because it wasn't quite dry. So anyway, look how beautiful. So, you know, think about that if you're, when you're in a, you know, in a die cut swap, or you're adding them to your swaps and stuff, adding them to your projects. Gorgeous. Okay, so you can turn just a plain white cardstock into something really special. Okay, I'm just going to scoot that one off there and let it continue to dry. Okay, and then I wanted to show you another way to do it. Put this back in here. I just dump them back in there. So these will be really pretty now to add to my swap that I'm doing. So here is another way you can do it. This is pattern paper, and this is the candy cane. I just grabbed it. I just wanted a shape to use, so I grabbed the candy cane off of Erica's candy cane memdex set. So, and this was already cut out of pattern paper. Okay, so I'm just going to take my pattern paper, and let me see. Let me make sure this is kind of brushed off a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take that. Again, I'm just going to stick it in here and get it all coated with the powder. I mean, with the embossing ink. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one. This is a zing also, and this one's clear. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pour it on here. Okay, kind of tap it off like that. Scoop this down here like that. Okay, set this here. Get our heat gun. Okay, now watch this. So it's turning, and look at it's making it a beautiful, glossy, shiny coat on my pattern paper. Look how pretty. See that? Look at that shine. Okay, I think it's dry. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it again. Okay, I'm just going to kind of rub it in. Usually I don't rub it, usually I pour more, but try not to have a huge mess while I'm filming this. Just make sure it's all coated. I usually kind of I just tap it off just a bit. And then we're going to do it again. And voila, there's two coats. Now, and this one was just one layer of pattern paper that wasn't doubled up or anything. It wasn't hard, you know, thick cardstock, nothing. So look how it gives it so much sturdiness. So if you're gonna like layer this on a piece, how, you know, and it just gives it that pretty shine. Really pretty. You know what else we could do, I bet? Let's do one more thing. Let's put this in again. I wasn't thinking about this, but I just thought of it, so let's try it. So we'll see how it works out on camera since I wasn't planning it. Okay, how about we put some of the powder on, clear stuff. Kind of tap it off. Oopsie. I'm gonna scoot that over. And actually, let me pour this back in the bottle so I don't mix these two things up. Okay. And then how about we take this, before we heat it, let's pour some of this glittery stuff on there. This is like my favorite. It's like the only glitter I use. It's very old. It's probably 10 years old too. Deco Art Glamour Dust is what it was called. And I don't even remember where I got it. I don't know if you can still get it, but that's how long it's lasted me, and it's like my favorite. I don't hardly use any other glitters. So let's see if this turns out. I haven't done this, so I don't know, but I would think that it should. Melt that in there with the embossing powder. Stay here. I'm trying not to put my tweezers on it, but yet I don't want to burn the heck out of my hands either. So it's turning. Oh yes. Oh yeah, look how pretty. So that works too, to add something to the, to add some glitter to your, when you're using your embossing powders also. Look how pretty that looks. Gives it just a little bit of sparkle with that tiny stuff. Oh, that is so pretty. So anyway, so now this is, it just kind of gives you a, kind of steps up your die cut game. So, and it makes, gives you sturdiness and stuff. So now these will be really pretty, I think, to add to my my die cut pieces that I'm gonna, include in my swap. So look how pretty. And like I say, there are tons and tons and tons of different colors. I mean, these are all my colors that I have. And thick ones, white, clear, silver, all the different colors. I mean, there's just a ton of choices out there, and I don't have a ton, but that's the colors that I use. This is one of my favorites. I don't know if you can still get this. This is probably at least 10 years old also, but it's one of my favorites to use because it's like a mixture. These are like mixtures of, like this one is like pink and white and gold. And then this was kind of like a blue, white, and gold. And there's this one's kind of a little chunky gold. Here's white and gold mixed together. And this one is, I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of it must be one that it's not my favorite. So, because I haven't used very much of it. Of course, the one I use all the time is the pink and the white and the blue. But really pretty. Maybe I should do one real quick and show you what they turn out like. Let's see which one. Let's grab one of these blues. And like I said, I don't even know if they are still available. I think I got it at Joann's. Like I say, it's probably 10 years ago. Let me see if I can find a die cut laying here. Okay, here's one that I haven't done anything to. Okay, this is from one of Erica's sets too. This was the, I think it's Christmas word die set. So let's ink this one up and see, and let me show you guys what these kind of mix do. Now I bought these like this. I would think that you could mix up your own and have a mixture. That would be super cute. But let me show you what these look like that are already like pre-made. So I kind of shake it up a little bit just because they kind of settle. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle it all over. Let's see. Ooh, Rosalind's got a coughin. That doesn't sound good. She's on fall break today, so she's home with me today. Okay, so look. I'm going to pull this up closer. Can you see all the little pretty chunks and colors of the different colors of those that are mixed in there? Okay. And so if you're holding your tweezers and you have an area like right here that I didn't get, and the tweezer is kind of knocking some of it off, then what you do is when you do another coat, just you know, just hold your tweezer in a different spot so it'll get all the spots covered. Okay, let's turn this on. See, watch this. Oh, look how beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me show you. Can you see that? Can you see the pretty little variations in color? So you got splotches of white, splotches of blue, splotches of gold. Look how pretty. So now I have this really glossy looking die cut word. And this is only one layer. I could still do this again, even with this multicolored one. I can do it a couple times to get it even thicker. And it, like I say, it gives it the dimension. It, you know, it kind of rounds it and makes it look a lot more dimensional than just if you have just a flat one piece, you know, die cut. So that is that. So like I say, there are tons out there, so go check out your craft stores and see which ones are available. Ooh, I just dumped that all over. Like I say, these last a long, I've used these a ton and they last a long time. This this one here is from Stempendous, so it might still be available, you never know. And like I say, I did buy it at Joann's probably 10 years ago, but I love it. And it's got all these 5 different colors. That's what it looks like on the front. Embossing enamel kit. So aged silver, shabby blue, shabby pink, shabby white, aged gold. Oh, that's what that one was, silver. That was aged silver. Yeah, I haven't used that one very much at all. But anyway, there are a lot of fun ones. And like I said, I am sure that you could mix yourself up a little batch and try that out too. So you had a mixture of color like this. Now I would think that you'd have to do different. I don't know how it would work with just all plain embossing powders mixed. I don't think that would work very well, because if you notice in these are like, there's like chunky. Some of the pieces of the mixture are kind of like a chunky one, and so you'd probably need like at least 1 or 2 chunky colors, and then mix with, you know, some of the plain, like in this pink one. Let me see right here. I can tell right here on this pink one, you can see in here that this pink one looks like real light, just like regular color. But yet the white pieces are chunky, and some of the gold. But then some of the gold is just like a light, real light, regular embossing powder. And it's glittery. So yeah, if you guys decide to try that, let me know. Anyway, hope you guys liked this tutorial, and hope this helps you. I think this is super fun, and just kind of way to step up your, you know, plain die cut game. And so it makes it look real cute. Plus, like I say, it gives it the sturdiness, gives it dimension, and yeah, and the possibilities are endless, because you can cut it out on white and add any color. You could cut it out on a color or pattern paper and just add clear. You can yeah, mix the colors. Very cool. So let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment below. Okay, talk to you guys soon. I again will have these dies that I use of Erica's listed, you know, linked below, so if you're interested, you can go check out her shop. I'm sure you guys all know Erica, and she's got great dies. So anyway, yeah, go check that out. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.